See, Steve Brider is known for a strong finish, and so is Jorge Delgado from Southern Illinois.
John, I have a question for you. Can Tom Schmidt usually keep up the pace that he establishes at the beginning of a race?
Now, Jerry, he's known for starting out really fast. He burns out towards the end. And as I just said, Delgado and Brider finish very well.
In lane 8, Tom Schmidt from the University of South Carolina is still leading by about a length and a half on the rest of the field.
Jerry, earlier today, Tom Schmidt did lead all the way in the 500 preliminaries, but at the end he did die out. And it looks like he's doing that now. He's starting out really fast, and he's going to burn himself out.
Tom seems to be all alone in the field up front now. They're going to be coming back for the 10th lap. The 10th lap out of 20 in this 500-yard race. Schmidt seems rather strong on the turns there, John. Is he really strong pushing off? Is he strong on those turns?
Yeah, he is, Jerry. All these swimmers are just so strong in these turns. They wouldn't be here if they're not strong. Schmidt's starting to die out really bad now.
Steve Brider in lane number 6 is also from the University of South Carolina, and he's a swimming mate of Tom Schmidt. He seems to be pretty much with the rest of the pack now. Tom Schmidt is still ahead in lane 6. Intermediate time for Tom Schmidt is 2 minutes 42 seconds, .79. Do you think this is going to be good enough to get any sort of record, John? This 2 minute 42 second time, do you feel that this would enable Tom to set a new record here?
Jerry, he has a good chance. The NCAA record is 4 minutes 20 seconds and 45 hundredths of a second. John Neighbor has that record from Southern California. He set that in 1974.
Laps left in the 500-yard freestyle. Tom Schmidt has started to fade a little, and in lane number 5, the first one to turn was Jorge Delgado from Southern Illinois University. He's the man that broke both the pool and the meet record this afternoon.
It looks like a two-man race right now. We don't know yet. Jorge Delgado and Steve Brider are known as fast finishers. They're looking, and Tom Schmidt is dying out.
This is Jorge Delgado, a swimmer from Southern Illinois University, and Jorge has just broken both the NIC and the University of South Carolina pool records for the 500-yard freestyle championships. Needless to say, he has won the championships. Jorge, you bettered the time that you set this afternoon by about 1.5 seconds. Was it just the pressure of the evening that made you do better, or was it something else?
Well, I discussed it with my coach, and we agreed that I was going to try to go under 4:30. That way it will be a little bit easy to face the NCAA championships.
Because you could have won this evening with the time that you had this afternoon. You were still well ahead of most of the field by breaking both those records. You're going to be competing in the South American Championships, I believe, next week. They'll be held in Uruguay. And could you tell me a little bit about this?
Sure. I'll be leaving the Sunday for Uruguay, and it's going to be a 6-day meet. You just have the same schedule of the Olympics, and it's going to be a task competition, swimming 8 individual events and 3 relays. So it's going to take a lot out of me, and I'm doing this as a preview of the NCAA championships coming up, a week after that.
Well, I thank you very much. Wish you the best of luck in all future competition. Congratulations on the 500.
Last year, the NCAA championships. He also is the 1973 world champion. A lot of it is that they're just really excited. Part of it is they really lean in.
It is 154.37. That was set this year. Away first appeared to be lane 5, Jorge Delgado from Southern Illinois University. He's a man that everybody is out to beat in this one. Sean Meyer of the University of Miami in lane number 3 is swimming strong at this point. We'll see if he can hold out, along with Martin Edwards from Pepperdine University. Pepperdine has not shown really well, but right now the Pepperdine swimmer and the Miami swimmer, Sean Meyer, are doing exceptionally well. Jorge Delgado in lane number 5 is 3rd place now, with Martin Edwards of Pepperdine in 1st place. This is a surprising development this early in the race. 3rd at the turn, or 2nd at the turn, was Sean Meyer from the University of Miami.
I think if Steve Edwards' indications of his times this morning, he won't keep up this pace at all.
Coming down for the first 100 is Sean Meyer of the University of Miami, with Jorge Delgado moving up behind him by 3/100ths of a second off the mark. Martin Edwards of Pepperdine starting to fade a little bit, dropping from 2nd to 3rd in the first 100, but not much. Coming back now on its back 25 yards. Jorge Delgado starting to pull ahead from Southern Illinois University, with Sean Meyer of the University of Miami behind him, and Martin Edwards from Pepperdine University doing very well. Jorge has taken a commanding lead now of 0.2 of a second over his nearest competitor in lane number 3, Sean Meyer from Miami. Bob Gordon and Steve Rosenbaum, Florida State swimmers, seem to be pretty much out of it at this point. They seem to be a little too far back to pull ahead. Jorge Delgado has got at least 2 seconds on the rest of the field now at that last turn, Beverly.
Yes.
Coming into this last 25.
In lane 6. And in lane 4, it'd be a battle for 2nd place.
Jorge Delgado did take it in the beginning. This is the man we expected to win, and he set a time of 1:49.79, and that unofficially is a new meet record for Jorge Delgado. He just beat his old record by about 1 second, about 0.8 of 1 second, the old record of 1:50.52. 2nd place, a surprise swimmer, went to Greg Porter, another Southern Illinois swimmer. 3rd place went to Bob Gordon, Florida State, who was able to pull ahead of Sean Meyer in the end. Sean Meyer also, along with David Wilkie, will be competing for Britain in the Olympics this summer. In lane 8, 4th place went to Pepperdine swimmer Martin Edwards, and I'm sure that's going to make them very happy because they're a small school and wanted to do respectably well in this. 5th place was lane 3. That's Sean Meyer there from the University of Miami. And boy, they're hurting. If they can't get some more swimmers up in the first 3, they're going to be in trouble. And 6th place was lane 7 with Steve Rosenbaum for Florida State.